Lists in ConfigParser. The typical ConfigParser generated file looks like. Now, is there a way to index lists like, for instance? Related question, Python's ConfigParser unique keys per section.
There is nothing stopping you from packing the list into a delimited string and then unpacking it once you get the string from the config. If you did it this way, your config section would look like. It's not pretty, but it's functional for most simple lists.
I am using a combination of ConfigParser and JSON. Just read it with. You can even break lines if your list is long, thanks at Peter Smith. Of course I could just use JSON, but I find config files much more readable, and the default section very handy.
I recently implemented this with a dedicated section in a config file for a list. And using config.items paths to get an iterable list of path items, like so.
One thing a lot of people don't know is that multi-line configuration values are allowed. For example, the value of config.getHello barlist will now be, which you easily can split with the splitlines method. Don't forget to filter empty items. If we look to a big framework like Pyramid, they are using this technique. Source. Myself, I would maybe extend the config parser if this is a common thing for you. Note that there are a few things to look out for when using this technique. New lines that are items should start with whitespace, for example a space or a tab. All following lines that start with whitespace are considered to be part of the previous item. Also if it has an equal sign or if it starts with a, following the whitespace.